to Victory, the podcast. I'm Doug Ellin.
Kevin Dillon.
Kevin Connolly.
Why am I sitting over here?
That's what I was wondering. And you didn't object.
No, I
Connolly's
did.
taking the H seat.
I don't. Something's up. What's
It's not
up?
really the A seat. I just thought it'll change the scenery. Though it might mix it up a little bit.
This is my bad side.
It's not your bad side. You look great. Would you think I would be sitting on the
Your
bad side
bad
for all
side.
those episodes?
Come on, you don't have a bad side, Doug.
I
You're
feel
confused.
Did
Do you
you
think-
write the Johnny Drama bad side from yourself? Do you actually have a better side?
I'm talking vocally. I just feel weird. Like I don't know how to turn to you guys like this. I feel very out of sorts.
You know, this is what's got me thinking. A guy named KB Benkowitz. I hope I didn't butcher your name too bad. He DM'd us. And, a little constructive criticism. He said, hey, fellas, let's not forget where this all started. He's missing a Kevin Dillon victory at the end of the episode. So I think we should throw that in there at the end of the
Really?
victory today.
Okay, okay, we can do that, but I have no idea what that has to do with why I'm sitting here.
I
Why
just
am I
wanted to-
here? And like now I got my back to Scotty. I don't like it.
To be honest with you, Doug, you were in that chair when we walked in, so we had nowhere else to sit.
No, he told me to come here. He didn't even tell me. He like kind of forcibly
Just
moved
keeping
me
everybody
over
on
here.
their toes. Just
I don't
keeping
know what he's
everybody
up
on their
to.
toes.
Dylan, do you watch? I don't want to talk too much about this, but do you watch? Have you checked out the show Severance?
No.
Just check it out on Apple TV with Turturro's in it and
Really?
Walken's in it and Patricia Arquette's in it. And
It's Ben Stiller.
it reminds me of Action Park Media. So just remember that one, watch it.
Really?
Yeah, check it out. Yeah.
It's not. Doesn't
Are they stealing our thing?
No. It's like a dark dystopian universe where people do shit like this. They move you to a different desk and
For
don't
no
tell you
reason?
why.
Yeah,
And like then
whatever.
I got beefy Scotty behind me with a hockey stick and his weird broken finger. What happened to him?
Well, we'll get into. We're going to talk hockey, but first, let's talk about the horse races. Did we
Okay.
have a good time
Oh,
at the
that
track?
was fun.
Yeah,
That was fun,
I always
right?
have a good time with you guys.
Yeah,
So
I didn't know if you guys were going to show. You both texted me going, "Oh, we're out, man. We're not getting any information."
Yeah, said Doug, I'll let you take this.
Well, I could talk a lot about this because both of you, who I love like brothers, are both the most difficult people to get anywhere in life. But
That's not true.
But
That's
anyway,
your opinion.
so Kevin said you want to come to the races, which I am. I hope everyone believes this. If you ask me to come somewhere, I say yes or no very
Yeah.
quickly, and then I come. So anyway, I was coming, but then the day before, I was texting.
You
going,
didn't have any info.
Well, the truth
Yeah.
is, that's what I'm saying. Doug and I are both, and truthfully, it's like, is this 9 a.m.?
Yeah.
Is this 6
Yeah.
p.m.?
Yeah.
We didn't have details. And again, by the way, I'm learning to use this as an excuse as well. A babysitter, I got things that I got to set
You
up.
got all the excuses.
Yeah.
So,
I'll tell you what, though, it's the track is the kind of place where you could show it up at whenever you want. There's races going on all day,
Right.
But we were there to present the trophy around 2 o'clock.
We're
going
to get into that. 'cause
Yeah, we'll
that
talk
was
about that.
Some crazy stuff too.
Well,
More-
But
What's
I was
so
on the
crazy?
golf course the day before at my new country club,
Sadako.
and I had to turn you're not allowed to walk around on your phone, so I had to turn the ringer off.
Especially when you're still developing they're still seeing what kind of
Yeah.
member you are.
Yeah, let's see what his etiquette is.
Yeah, right. When you first join a club, they're still discovering what kind of a member you are.
Yeah.
And you're not a phone guy.
No.
Right? You're not.
No.
You're not that kind of member.
No, I'm not.
But you are when you join a club. They're like, all right, we'll see what this guy does. Is he a phone guy? Is he this or that? So you're trying
Yeah.
to set your rep straight.
And
right
on
out
top
the
of
gate.
that, Don Johnson's dad passed like a week before.
The real Don Johnson.
Yes.
Not Don Johnson from Miami Vice.
No.
Kevin Dillon's
No,
friend,
no,
Don
my
Johnson.
buddy
who's
who,
awesome.
the big gambler who invited us all to the track, and he's
yeah.
a big guy at the track.
All right, so we'll okay. So I want to talk about a couple of things because Kevin Dillon, he's the star, man. There's just no way about it. So here's what happens. Dillon's not giving us any answers. I got Gary Goldman, our producer at Ramble On, asking me to go to dinner at 7 o'clock. And I honestly can't answer him because I have no idea what the plan is. Sarah's, girls want to know. What do I wear?
What am I
go?
wearing? And I said, why are you asking me?
Yeah.
Call Sarah.
Yeah.
You guys wear the same thing. I don't know what to
But
tell
we
you
wanted to
what
call
wear.
Dillon. But the thing I
One
wanted
thing about the track, though, is you got to dress up for it. You don't have to
Now
dress up
I
like
know.
women
Now I
wearing
know.
the big bonnets and the
Yeah.
flowery dresses.
Doug and I got stuck. We had to buy our girls' bonnets
Yeah.
at the track.
Yeah.
$150, by the way, which
Really?
we're going to get into the fact that I won a huge race and then they DQ'd our
That
freaking
was
horse.
amazing.
Oh,
I mean,
my
not
God.
amazing, but that
But
felt bad.
Don Johnson was awesome. But anyway, my point to Kevin Dillon's star power and quality is what happened was we don't get any answers. And then I finally just go, guys,
Doug's like, I got to pull a plug.
yeah, and first of all, I don't think anyone cares that much about me. I know when they want to, if they're going to give out the trophy, they want Dillon and Connolly. Like, it's great. They'll add me in. I can go if I want, but nobody really gives a shit if I'm there. So I'm like, I'm not going to go. And then Connolly jumps in, but Dillon then pops in
Immediately.
like, what are you talking about? And I, by the way, I got to hit my stomach. I'm like, we're coming.
Well, Scotty said he's probably playing golf. I was like, yeah, but whatever. The minute Doug pulled the plug, Dillon's like, what are you talking about? And we're like, all right, we're going. I'll see you there.
Yeah. So
you guys gotta go.
Went. And we beat Dillon there, by the way.
We did.
We had but you beat me by about 15 minutes.
We had a
I was kind
phenomenal
of
day.
further away. What a great day.
But I have to tell you, I never, ever, ever one time before, ever did I hear anything about a trophy or the winner's circle.
So should we talk about
no
your
idea.
behavior?
Let's talk about it. It wasn't about my behavior. I was
Wait
on
a second now. I texted you guys.
I read
saying
about the trophy.
Yeah. I mean,
I was excited about the trophy.
I didn't know that it was like a thing.
No, I was
thought we were
already
gonna go-
planning.
I mean, he wouldn't get away from the potatoes au gratin.
No.
We're supposed to go down and you go into the what do they call
paddock.
that? The paddock, and you check out the horses. It's really fun.
But
you know?
that's how it was to me. It was like, hey, we're going down to the paddock to check out the horses.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you didn't realize we were
I didn't
going.
realize that's what it was. I would have come.
Don't let him off on this.
Listen,
don't let him
I
off on
was
this. It was
handicapping.
He
When you guys-
sat
it was-
there chowing down on the potatoes.
By the
au
way, it
gratin.
was like the free buffet. We were there. Let me just set this stage. We're there for 2 hours already. I have already planned that I'm going to get in between the two of you because I don't want to get cropped out of the photo. So I've already planned this out. Now, Kevin Dillon, the star, the guy who invited us down, he's like, all right, guys, let's go. And Connolly says he's not going because he's eating his potatoes.
No,
au
that's not
gratin.
true.
His
That's not
shitty-
they
true.
were good though, dude.
I guess they were. I didn't.
By the way,
I
Dillon's,
said, "Get up, fat boy, let's go." I said that twice to him. He wouldn't budge.
Dillon's buddy, Billy Marty, who I haven't seen in a minute. Billy Marty and I were handicapping the next race, which I won, by the way. I hit the exact box.
You guys couldn't
While you guys were
handicap him.
while you guys were taking photo ops, Billy Marty and I were hitting exacta boxes. And I was looking at the race. I'll be honest, I just once I got there and like we're betting on the horses. And
Your
you're
whole
picking,
personality changed.
I just got bit by the bug, and
No,
I was
you're-
all about it.
Billy
seriously?
told me too what he said. He goes, "You were like, should I go?" And Billy's like, "You're a grown man." So I was like, "Billy, what are you doing, man? You're
Almost a grown man.
Yeah, you appear to be a grown man from the neck
Almost
up."
appears to be a grown. I mean, I just thought it was.
I didn't know that was the thing. Of
It was
course,
strange, and then we're all walking down together, and I, he's not behind us, but I'm like, of course he's gonna make it. But also, you got to remember, their son and the guy.
Dude,
he's
you're just-
Irish also.
You're just so full of shit. Nobody
Yeah.
fucking told me what it was that we were doing. I was gambling and winning.
I remember
and I was on
hearing
a roll.
I heard
and that's all there
Zulai
is to it.
say, "This
Zulai
is the
said,
reason we're here."
No, she
I
texted me
called
that.
him, and you didn't. Your phone was turned.
You
off.
guys, look, all I know is that you guys are going to smell horse shit in the fucking stables. That's what I was thinking. I didn't know you guys were in there. And then I will admit, at one point I peeked over the balcony and I saw you guys in the winner's circle with the jockey, and I said, "Oh my God." And then nobody spoke to me for like 2 hours. Zulai literally didn't speak.
We
to
were
me
right
for-
next to the statue of Seabiscuit. And we were talking about how small that horse. It was
Yeah.
Seabiscuit was a small horse. We're like,
Yeah.
this Connolly would look big on this horse.
Well, Don Johnson had some good commentary about why was Toby Maguire the jockey in Seabiscuit when Connolly is half Toby Maguire's size. It didn't make
No,
any
it's
sense.
Toby lost a bunch of weight for Seabiscuit.
Did he?
Man. He was scary looking. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was great. And by the way, Seabiscuit is a great movie, and I can't believe because they have a life-size statue of Seabiscuit.
How do you know it's life size? I mean,
Well,
is
Dillon
that-
told me.
Is that
it
true?
is.
Is that-
Yeah,
that's-
100%.
Really?
Life size. Yeah.
Really, I did not know that.
But it was not big. But I want to talk about this jockey for a second. Who, someone tagged him on my thing because I guess he's a known jockey and he wins a lot. And he was a fucking asshole.
Wait a second.
He didn't want to talk to us. He was like, "It's fucking hot out here." I was like,
And also, I know that Doug was like, Doug and Dillon take a picture with the jockey, and Doug's like gonna post something. It's like, "Oh, great day at the track with the two Kevins." And Zulai tried to
stopped me.
fucking talk you out of it. I said, "No, listen,
She
hey
did.
man, hey, listen, man. When it's funny, it's funny." I
She
said,
tried to
"Doug,
talk you out of that post?
She
He
said,
did
"Don't-"
talk me out of it, and then I posted it after. And
I
then
noticed you
And then I
took
got
it down.
nervous when I was writing.
when you came over, I said, absolutely post that. I mean, listen, if I'm fine being on the end of a joke as long as it's funny.
I
As
mean,
long as it's funny.
you know what?
That was a funny
You were
joke.
6 inches taller than that
By
guy.
the way, I will fucking hook dunk on that motherfucker. I will fucking call for it low in the paint, and I will turn around and I will hook dunk on it.
Doug, we look
Both-
huge in that photo. I was like, look at the size
But
of us.
did he have a bad attitude?
awful attitude.
No, I mean, he was kind of.
Dillon is trying to like give
these
him
guys
a
had
break.
multiple races in a day.
Right, he probably was up next.
Listen,
Yeah.
we were invited. Okay, let's
Yes.
not say me. We were invited because that's what they want to do. They want to promote the sport. They want to promote him. This is the big star of the day. Now the
That's
other
what I'm
guy
saying.
wasn't there, but
I
just
didn't
like
know.
he
I
would,
would've
he
been
did
there.
not want to take the picture with us.
He's like, give me some fucking water. It's hot as hell out of here.
You don't think I want to take a picture with a jockey? I mean, I'd take a picture with Ron Artest that I got fucking blasted for. I want to be there with fucking my arm around a jockey looking down at him saying,
it
look at
would've
this
been
fucking
awesome.
little
Like your small
pipsqueak.
boy.
Look at this little pipsqueak.
By the way, good-looking jockey though. I'll say that he looked like a
handsome guy.
movie star, and
Handsome
then
guy.
because someone tagged him on my page, I looked at his thing. Good-looking guy with a good-looking girlfriend, but he did not want to talk to us. He did not want to hang out. He was acting like he lost, but he won. And he also didn't get to meet the horse, which was slightly
And it was a
upsetting.
big race,
Yeah, well,
right?
usually they take the photo with the horse, with the owners, and the jockey. But they kind
Now-
of threw it away a little bit.
Based on what I heard, and I don't know if this is true, that I think the understanding is that the first and second place horses of that race go to the Derby.
The Kentucky Derby.
The Kentucky Derby. So
Wow,
that's
I didn't
why
realize that.
that was such a big race. The
Yeah.
1 and 2 horse qualify for the Derby.
Well, he won, so he's going to the Derby.
He's going to the Derby.
Yeah.
He should be in a good mood.
No wonder he didn't want to take a picture of us. He's like, yeah, what do I need these guys for? Well, anyway, great day at the track. I had a big Don Johnson. I mean, he's a master. I don't even know what else to say.
Yeah, I mean, he picked a lot
He's
of
giving us
winning
his
horses.
picks. So then, though, on one, I put $100 on one in race 7, I believe, and I won. And
We got DQ'd. I was on that horse, too.
but I went up to the thing, and I didn't even understand what was happening. I said, "Give me my money."
You know, it's funny because, by the way, that DQ did not happen right away either. That's
No,
the
no,
other thing
they-
about the track. It's
they
like,
go into the
you have
booth
to
and
wait
they-
till it's official,
Yeah.
right? So you always want to be cautiously optimistic
Yeah.
because I didn't see anything. I was like, of course,
Did you
I
watch
went,
the replay?
I went rogue on that race. I'm
The
like,
guy
I can't believe
did
it.
deserve the DQ.
Oh,
I think.
he deserved to be arrested. He bumped him like 4 times. Like, I would not take a picture with that jockey. It was total bullshit what he did.
Here's the thing that I didn't understand about that race, and somebody that knows about horse racing will tell us that horse was not disqualified. So what it was, the way it finished, it was like the 1 horse, the 10 horse, and the 7 horse. Let's say they just swapped the order. So the 10 won, and the 1 got knocked down to second place.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
he didn't get like bounced from the whole race. He basically got.
That's
he basically-
ridiculous.
I just never heard that. I don't know if that's.
Oh,
a
I
new
guess
thing.
it kind of
Yes.
makes sense though because
Yes.
he only affected first and second place. but-
that must have been how they judged
Wow.
it.
Well,
But-
shouldn't I have gotten something for that or
No, not unless you had him to place. Or unless you had
Meanwhile,
him
my
in the box.
girlfriend was playing in the chandelier room. She's a
Right.
guitarist,
Right.
songwriter, and singer.
She
And
was
that
letting
went
it fly.
down. She was like,
Right.
"Boy, it was tough." First of all, the speaker was terrible. She sounded terrible. I was like a roadie, like a groupie
I wanna say,
roadie kind
hey,
of.
Plus, it's hard, man. When people are there
Yeah.
at the track when the race goes
And the
off.
race goes
of course,
off, and we all
yeah,
won.
Of course,
and then we all
or
and then
you're
we got
watching.
DQ'd. So
But
one of her
I
best
wanna
songs,
say,
there was so much noise.
One of the
She-
songs written about you. That's why they were making so much noise.
She's
They're
got a
protesting.
she's got a great attitude, and your personality is mind boggling. You know, the two of you kind of remind me of A Star Is Born. You're like, Brad Cooper.
It really
fucking
is.
slurring all over
It's
yourself.
fun to watch. It's fun to watch Dillon with Amy because he likes.
Well, I saw how
you're her biggest fan.
He was so upset that the sound wasn't good, or he jumped up and got
I
out
was
her
talking
amp.
there was an engineer there, a mixer or whatever. I was like, hey,
Dude,
this
what the
sounds
fuck
terrible.
is wrong with you, bro?
What's
Crank
up
up
with the
We
mic?
should have brought Carrigian.
Then,
We
I,
brought
then I
Kevin
told Amy,
Carrigian
this
down.
mic sounds terrible. She goes, it's not the mic. The mic's great. It turned out the mic was hers. It was the amp. The amp was like a bass amp.
She's really good though,
But
by the way.
here's the thing. I know what you're saying, but like to the naked ear,
Yeah.
it sounded great to me. You know what I mean? It's obviously not ideal sound. Obviously,
I can tell you, she blew some of the previous acts out of the water. I mean, I
Yeah,
think
she
people are a
was-
little like, "What the hell is this?"
They were like,
Amy made
wow.
music.
They
Yeah.
were impressed.
Yeah.
The person that runs the chandelier room came up to me and was like, she was amazing.
Even the jockey
we loved
wanted a
everything.
picture with her. I mean,
Exactly. You know, the other thing too that I realized, and we were talking a little bit about this. I am now all about the track. I love it.
Oh, it's so fun,
I'm going
dude.
back because, and here's the other thing: you don't have to be a complete degenerate gambler. You can bet $2 on a horse.
Yeah.
You can bet 50. You can bet 5,000.
so fun.
But you can go and just for me, it wasn't about the $20 or the $50 or the $100.
Yeah.
It was just like the competitive.
you were so
watching
happy
the
when
horse.
we came back from the disaster of you not showing up for
Because
the
I
race.
hit an
mean, you were like a
exacta.
different
He hit
person.
the exact.
I hit an exact
Of course,
box.
there was 5 horses running in that race.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, Don Johnson was quick to remind me of that. But anyway, breaking news the next day. I know, Doug, you got a couple calls, but we got a call from Matt Couture, who runs the Adelphi Racing Group, and they want to cut us in on a little horse action.
Nice.
And now here's the
We're getting you a horse, Dillon.
Here's the
Nice.
issue. Here's the issue. There's this one horse. You know, they're not allowed to start racing until they're 2, right? So this is a rookie horse. Okay, so I don't know if we can rename him.
CC Fly. CC Fly.
CC Fly.
I thought we were getting Ramble
We
On.
could. Well, we're going to look into naming
That
it
would
Ramble
be
On.
cool.
Let's get a new one. Let's
But
birth one.
I know, but here's the thing: if we do that, and this horse that they were kind of asking us if we want to get involved in
Becomes a hero.
becomes a hero, I'll never forgive myself. I'll never forgive myself.
Well, we know what happened last time we tried to buy a horse.
So is the name more important? This group, they got this horse and they think he's like in the rookie farm system and they think he's got a future.
Wow.
So he hasn't raced yet.
we need a Ramble On
Dude,
horse.
Ramble On. Down the stretch they
Yeah.
come and it's
Here
Ramble
comes
On by a
Ramble
neck.
On!
I mean,
It's gotta be Ramblin'. But
I think we need it.
you also can't change. I mean, like, it's too late for me to change Kennedy's name, right? You can't change the horse's name.
Sure you can. Kennedy wouldn't know.
Are you
I don't
thinking
know.
about it?
I don't know. Well, dude, I'll show you after. We have it. There's a picture. There's a real horse. It's a horse. He's at the Belmont right now. I don't know, man. If
Horses
I
don't know their names.
I have a small terrier.
No, but I
named-
think it's a legal thing.
Oh.
You know?
Well, wait. The horse ran or no?
No, has not run yet.
I think you could change it until they
Horses
run.
too. Well, we're finding out. But either way,
I mean, I adopt my dog was Carlos. I changed it to Boris, and he
yeah, but
seems
he's not
great.
racing. He's not racing.
How do you know
what I mean?
what I do with my terrier on the
Your
side?
terrier's not racing. But how funny?
He doesn't answer to his own name, but
You know what? You know who's not going to be the jockey? What's the guy's name? we got to start crossing jockeys.
We might
names
want him
off
though.
the
Don
list.
Johnson said he's winning a lot. I don't know his name, but,
But how fun would that
Well,
be?
probably because he's so light. I mean, the lighter you are, the better. I mean,
Of
that
course.
guy.
But they're all little.
But that guy had me
He
in
was
days.
smaller
That's why
than
I was so
most.
angry. I guess I don't know. He was very mean, and between,
you don't know what's going on in his life.
that's true.
You don't know what's
You
going
know
on in
what?
his life.
That's
Maybe
what we all need to talk about.
You
is-
won, bro. You won.
won the race. You're going to the Derby. What's the fucking smile, Doug Ellen?
He's
Ramble
pissed.
on.
Somebody just called him Kevin Connolly before, and he's pissed.
Yeah, he wishes. Him and McVeigh, they wish. So, that's great. Isn't that great news? I mean, like,
it's
That's
well,
cool.
It was
Are you
That's
saying that
cool.
it's a deal breaker if we don't get to name him?
I mean,
after
wouldn't
your
that be
TV
great
show?
to go and watch Ramble On running a race?
course.
I think Dillon's with me. We need the name.
Yeah,
need
let's
the-
fight for the name.
Of course, but I don't think it's a question of fighting for the name. I think it's a question of whether or not you could do it. Right. So if you can, I think they're willing
What
to
I
do
find
it.
is funny, Connolly already believes this $5,000 horse is like a champion already. He's
I
already
didn't
like,
say
I
that.
just, I looked him
saying.
over and I just felt
He's,
something
he's
special.
He's
there.
got great glutes, bro. Great glutes.
he's a high round draft pick.
Yeah.
They like him. They like him.
Well, they like the last one.
I like
I try to bring you guys in on a horse once upon a
Yeah, I
time.
remember that.
And
what, Crown of Thorns?
Crown of Thorns, and,
Yeah.
and there was like an insurance thing that went on in like before his first race, right?
No, what happens is, so if you put money into a horse, which I did, right, and then the horse, once the horse runs one race, you're that's it. It doesn't matter. Your money is gone. But if he gets hurt, this horse got hurt on a practice run before his race, and they offer everybody's money back. And of course, I'm a chicken shit. I'm like, fuck that. I snatched my money back. And then he ended up having a pretty good career, though.
Really?
Wow.
But we were like partners with Brady and like all kinds of crazy people. It was a cool horse, Crown of Thorns, but I chickened out. Because it is the sport of kings, man. Like, horse gets hurt or, it's a risky business.
King on Entourage was treated extremely well. And
By the way, ironically, the next episode of Entourage that we cover is that episode from Del
really?
Mar. Yeah.
Nice.
And
That's a
also,
good one.
Gary Cole's ready to come on. So we just got to make it time for Gary Cole. And we got McGinley and Gary Cole. I mean, these are two of...
Johnny C. Did you talk to him?
I talked to Johnny C. And he said the week of the 18th. So we got to lock up a time.
You know what's crazy?
Ooh, guys, I don't think I'll be able to make it.
Both of
I got a
those
job.
guys?
I got another job.
Let's hear about it.
I don't even know what it's called.
Oh, it's a movie. I
It's
thought you were like
movie.
working in construction or something.
John Travolta is starring.
Oh.
Nice.
So
Where you
I'm
shooting?
going to be working with your boy. It's
He's
going to
a
be
fucking
in Atlanta.
Great man, bro.
I've heard that too. I've heard he's great. He's a great act. I mean,
great
a really, really good
And
actor.
bro, he's serious act. You won't see any mini sides hanging around Travolta. That's for sure.
What's
Yeah.
the movie?
It's about a couple guys who get in trouble. I'm like a bad influence on
Right.
my brother-in-law, and I get him involved in a robbery.
Who's the
of
brother-in-law?
some bad guys.
Travolta.
No, Travolta's the hero. Travolta's going to save the day.
Hang on, guys.
By the way, I also saw.
I'll tell
Dylan,
you
did you see the artwork for your new movie coming out?
No, I just
I'll send it to you. I did a snapshot.
yeah, Lisa just told me about it. And apparently they got me first billing, which doesn't make any sense. Because
Again.
I am not the big, I had a small part in
I
this.
remember
It's
you
not
only
a big
worked on it a
part.
couple days. That's where you played the sheriff,
Dude,
right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Everybody knows you're top billing except that fucking jockey. Everyone knows.
He's top billing at Santa Anita.
That's true. I think we should fight for Ramble On. So
No, I mean that's a question. Yeah, I mean it's not that they're saying they don't. And did you know that names of horses have to be approved by there's like a board. You can't just name.
really?
Yeah. They have to run it through like a committee. I knew that. I knew. But somebody has to sign off on it.
Right. So like you can just like call it fuck off or something. They don't want that running down the track.
Right. Yeah, no, fuck off would be a bad, terrible name for a horse. Look at Dylan. Whenever Dylan dives deep into his phone during a.
I'm trying to find some names for you guys.
All right. Well, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with the name of Dylan's starring movie.
All right. Here we go.
All right, welcome back. I'm looking at my two co-hosts, both furiously on the phone. Dylan's.
I'm sorry. I got big meetings for us today.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we can talk about it. But did you just see the weather out here? What is happening?
What is happening?
It's April 10th, 12th. It's 40
freezing.
degrees, but the wind. And I have a big pickleball match later today. I don't know.
It's a weird thing. Last night I was sitting on my couch, and we're all obsessed with the Citizen app over here. Man with a gun, 307 feet. I'm sitting on my couch. Man with a gun, 307 feet. But that's almost impossible.
It says it's 300 feet from you?
300 report of a man with a gun 307 feet away.
Oh my God!
From me.
Did you get your gun?
Garage.
Yeah, I loaded up. I loaded up and did a security pass around the house. But yeah, I couldn't know. It was one of the neighbors. I don't know what was going
And
on.
not to get depressing either, but obviously we got to just, prayers for New York and everywhere else.
Yeah.
I mean, this is insanity, but hopefully everybody's okay because at the last I heard, this is like 16 people were shot.
Yeah, but I think everybody
Nobody's-
lived. I
So
think everybody
hopefully everyone's okay.
All right, let's keep it. We'll
keep it.
keep it popping.
So the guy playing my brother-in-law, Shiloh Fernandez.
Ooh, I like him.
Do you know him?
No. Sorry. I mean, I'm sure I do.
No, the guy's done some stuff.
I'm sure he's great. I'm sure he's great.
And you guys are bad guys, and Travolta is the cop.
Well, I'm kind of a bad guy, but there are worse guys than me out there. Put it that way.
Did you read the script?
Yes.
You like it? Is it action?
Yes.
How does it compare to the Ramble On script?
Different.
Nothing's like Ramble On,
There you
bro.
go. There
Ramble
you
On
go.
is as good as it gets.
What's going on with Ramble On?
So we got meetings all week.
Couple meetings.
Agents, lawyers. Like we've got to
So wait,
decide who
do
represents
they
us.
screen it before the meeting and then you go in?
They haven't. I want to screen them first, and then I'll determine who I want to
like
represent
it.
it. Because I don't like everybody, and I'm like just so a little background. It's not like the old days where I'm gonna like go beg agents to represent this and whatever. And just so I've talked about it before on the Ramble On podcast, which please check that out too. Kevin Connolly is now doing a little seat filler in there.
Yeah,
But
I'll be
we're,
there.
we're having a good time talking about the whole process in detail on there. But I don't know if we need an agent. The sales reps, and we could just go directly to the buyers and see what they say. But we're also talking to financiers who may want to finance it. So there's a lot of possibilities.
Here's the thing where you get into the situation in this day and age. Everybody wants a link. I am not a fan of the link.
Yeah. What he means
What
a
do you mean
link
a
is-
link? So they could go
see the
online
show.
and
Right.
just-
So like if I send
So while
it
they're
to
sitting
you-
on their toilet, they could sit with their MacBook
Yeah,
Pro
yeah,
and
yeah.
watch it. That
Right, like
doesn't
it's
work
like
for me.
when we had the screening at Doug's house. It's like you're watching it on a screen and it's lights
Yeah,
out, and
yeah.
But
But the link, they'll end up watching on their
the
phones.
link, you're
Yeah.
watching it on a shitty laptop or on your phone.
So
or
how
you're
do you get around that?
distracted. I mean, this is the kind of the issue that I am with Doug on. I agree. Like, I don't think you want to just go blindly firing off links to people because, you don't need people just like, distracted or just like not paying attention. You want people to sit and watch it. It's
Maybe
30
you can
minutes
get
long.
people to come to a screening room and
Yeah.
come
Right,
check
I
it
think
out.
that's the
I think
idea.
that
That's
would be really cool.
That's what we're hoping. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens, but it's going to be an exciting next 3 or 4 weeks.
Is that
And
what
I
you
think
the
so.
timeframe is,
I mean,
right?
well, we'll see. We'll see because some of these places don't just jump for meetings. But I don't know. I really the reaction, I've really gauged the reaction, except for a couple of clowns. Like the reaction is really really great, you know?
And by the way, the
good.
clowns that Doug is talking about are just people that didn't necessarily say it the way Doug wanted to hear
Exactly,
it. Nobody's told Doug that they don't like it, but like Doug doesn't like things like, oh yeah, no, that was fun.
Yeah.
That Doug was offended by somebody calling it fun. You know what I mean? Which doesn't mean that they didn't
Kind of
like
a great
it.
compliment, really.
You know what I
but-
mean? If that's what they thought about it, like that, I don't think it was an insult
What
to
a
me or anything
clown.
like that.
Doug, was my reaction? Am I a clown?
Am
I one-
Scotty,
Scotty,
by
I don't.
the way, listen.
I
let's
didn't even hear a reaction.
Scotty's-
Scotty's not a good thing.
No, Scotty's one of 20 people who got a link.
Right.
I didn't even hear from Scotty. Saw it, really thought it was good. It's okay. Scotty will be looking for a job for me one day. It's all right. Don't think I forget that. I mean, you know,
Oh,
it's-
Scotty, you're on that
it's-
list, bro.
It's, you know, like if someone of let's not even give my stature, but let's say if someone of Kevin Connolly's stature 25 years ago would have said, "I'm gonna let you watch my unreleased show," I would have, even if I lied, I would have been like, "Thank you so much. That was great." I would have sent over some flowers.
I don't think
some
you would
candy.
have. I mean,
I you know, I'm a different breed of cat, so I
You
do
are.
things the way
You
I
are
do.
different.
But,
Yeah.
would you like to hear some Action Park gossip?
Yes.
That's some Action Park gossip.
Oh,
But-
boy.
all right, so
Stock Tip and Scotty are having an affair.
well, so
I hate that they're behind me. By the way, it's fucking horrible.
we got blown out in our hockey game on Wednesday night.
No way. You
This
had
is
a ringer in there.
Game two.
Our first game.
Oh,
Our
we
first
talked
game.
about that.
No, we
Wait
talked
a
about it on
second.
Ramble On. We didn't
Oh,
talk about
okay.
it.
Wait a second now. Didn't you say you had a ringer, professional player in there?
Well, Sean Avery, who is our ringer, he had lace bite.
What's that?
Lace bite is Scotty, help me out here if I'm wrong. It's like a
What,
bruise.
you
at the
lacing
top.
when
them
you
up?
like haven't played in a while, the skates are really tight, and it will cause a bruise on like the top of your foot, and it's called lace.
And
It's
it's
something.
really-
You lace them up so
It's
tight.
really
Just-
painful.
It's something that I don't remember Wayne Gretzky ever being a scratch for in the NHL finals.
That's what I
Let's-
said. I've said. I'm sure if Sean,
Chris
if
Chelios
it was,
never had a problem with that.
sure if it was Game 6 at the Garden, Avery would have been figured out a way to get around that
So it's
lace
called
bite.
lace bite.
Yeah, he
That's
didn't want to, brave the Mar Vista Concrete Men's Recreational League with lace bite, so he took the first exhibition game off. But we got
He couldn't skate up
we
a
got
little
the
looser for this
fucking
game?
Doors
Yeah.
blown. We got humiliated.
I
out
mean,
there.
jeez.
Scotty and I, Scotty let it all. I mean, Scotty at one point collapsed in exhaustion. It was crazy. But long story short, Scotty and I afterwards.
What was the final score?
7-1. But we were down 7-0, and Scotty scored. Scotty, we talked about this.
You might
It's
need
okay.
a new goalie.
Scotty scored a garbage time goal. It was like, you know what I mean? It was
So it was
the
really
game was
7-0.
It was basically 7-0. But
They were already having drinks on the bench.
it was so terrible. We're like, we both go home and we're just like in disbelief. We're all not talking to each other on the phone.
Should have stayed at the world premiere.
No shit.
But we get home and Scotty immediately on the Action Park DM looking for goalies in the greater Los Angeles area.
So have
Well, you
found
better
one?
look for some scores
We
too,
gotta-
man.
we
You guys
got-
couldn't put any numbers
They
up.
need everything, by the way. Scotty broke his finger.
So listen,
Avery's
no, but check it
down.
out.
I mean,
so then the game's over. So on Monday, we're sitting here and we're just Scotty and I, we barely look at each other. We're so ashamed of ourselves. So we're like, we're going to play pickup. We're going to play pickup. We're practicing, but it doesn't start till 6:30. So we have a couple cocktails. All right,
before the game.
before practice. So when we went to practice was a disaster. Long story short, Scotty's got a broken finger. Right. So now Scotty's out
How
of the
did that
game.
happen?
It's all coming together,
did
by
that
the way. Scotty doesn't know how he got a broken finger, and they're drinking in practice. Now it's all starting to come together, you know? It's the same reason Collie missed the trophy ceremony at the Santa Anita track.
So now we have the Wet Jeans guys. Have you ever listened to Wet Jeans, Kev? They're very popular.
Yeah,
podcast.
Disgusting, bro. That's disgusting.
Yeah, Kev listens to the podcast. Have you ever listened to any podcast?
I don't even listen to our podcast, bro.
Wet
I've
Jeans-
listened to the Wet Jeans
Wet Jeans is a
podcast.
very popular podcast. So and they're really good hockey players as well. So they're gonna.
What do you mean as well as who? The guys who lost 7-1?
No, Scotty's good. He's just trying to get his legs.
Are you
under.
in that as well category? That's all.
No,
I'm not
I'm
even
I'm a heart and soul guy. But hey, listen. Don't let
Hold on,
any-
let's ask Scotty. Is Kevin Connolly any good?
Connolly's not bad. He's
not
honestly
bad?
He's
That's
honestly
not
better
good.
than what I was expecting.
Thank
Love
you.
to see
Really?
Kirk. Love to see Kirk Herbstreit giving that one.
Well,
You
What do
didn't
you think of
expect
him?
any
He's not
athleticism
bad.
out of him at all, did you?
I thought that you were gonna be like a neutral zone guy, clog up the lane, get in the way, but you've made some plays, a couple passes, backdoor, not
Yeah.
horrible.
He's a
And not-
backdoor
and not-
dude.
and not- and listen, hey, Scotty, I'm out there at least trying to win the fucking game, which is more like
all
it's
heart
safer.
and soul. All heart and soul.
I'm out there fucking
Yeah,
spilling my
that's
guts.
that's
If
worth
we-
a lot. Rudy never played after college.
Exactly, bro. If we had fucking Rudy on this fucking team, we would have lost 7-4. If we had Rudy on this team, we would have lost. Well, in any event, so now we got Wet Jeans filling in for Scotty, and Sean Avery is returning from Lace Bite. But come to find out that Sean Avery and Wet Jeans are not friends. They don't get along. They have podcast beef.
Now they don't even live in the same city. So
No.
there's something that was said on the podcast.
Yeah.
What
I
is
think-
podcast beef?
I think Avery asked Wet Jeans to be on his show or vice versa, and they denied each other. So
I've been called podcast beef before.
they're dead to each other. But we're all playing together, and now Scotty's not there.
Scotty, you can't play with your finger? Makes
Kinda
that much of a
broken-
I
difference?
was thinking about lacing them up. And
Yeah,
playing.
wrap it up, bro.
I mean, I got a splint on it. I could probably battle through.
Couple pop sticks and some
Yeah.
tape, and you're good.
Scotty, we lost 7-0 with 10 fingers. I think 9 is going to be a little bit tough. I think not even-
These guys trash talk? Anyone recognize you? Anyone make fun of you?
Well,
Anyone?
no, I mean, it's like, the last couple games we've got blown out, and then by the time I take my helmet off, and then I'm like, I had to take a couple pictures with guys after losing 7-0.
to the other team.
Yeah, I take a picture.
That is awesome. That-
Literally,
No
just
smile
flew the
coming
yeah,
doors
from
they're
you.
like, okay, on 3, say loser.
Hey, hell of a game out there. Hell of a game out there. Oh, and the other team that we were playing, it's like they're beating us 7-0. They were so obnoxious.
What'd they do?
They were hooting and hollering. It's the first game. It doesn't even count. It's like an exhibition game.
So, do you think you could turn this season around? How many games are there?
Scotty, what is it, 10-game season?
I believe it's 10. Yeah.
So 10% of the season is gone.
No. The first one is an exhibition.
Oh, all right.
But
First two.
The first two.
When
so,
you lose 7-1, I think now you can let Avery shoot and score now because
Well-
you were like, we're not going to let him shoot. Right?
I guess the question is, if Avery didn't have lace bite, I mean, come on, do we win that game, Scotty?
I think so. Yeah.
Really?
I truly do.
One guy.
Scotty,
Yeah.
you were saying you weren't even sure if Avery was going to be able to bring it like the old days. You think he would dominate these guys so badly that...
I think he would be playing defense, and I think defense was part of our problem.
Right.
I mean, listen, I hit the crossbar. I missed an empty net. I could have put it. We could have had a few.
Defense isn't going to score goals. Though,
Yeah,
right?
defense
I mean,
can score goals. I mean,
I guess so, yeah.
it's but I
Bobby
guess
Orr, Dennis Potvin.
Sean Avery,
Paul Coffey.
Sean Avery, as a former NHL forward, can't go out there and start skating around. And if he scores 10 goals, the other team's going to protest. So he's just got to sit back.
I mean, it sounds
play
like
some
you guys
defense.
should have protested whatever was going on their team. So I don't know. I mean, why
We got killed.
I
We
mean,
got killed.
I think-
It was truly humiliating.
Is this an entertainment league too, or these other?
No, this is not. These are Mar Vista men. Mar Vista men.
Kevin, I think we should go to the game. I mean, I
Yeah,
think
oh,
it'd be
yeah.
a lot of fun. Seriously.
Well, and that's
Oh yeah, we can throw Rotten Tomatoes at Connolly.
that's the other thing too. Why we've been trying to get out there, and that's why Scotty broke his finger practicing on Sunday. We were so embarrassed, and I know
Well,
it's
maybe
gonna,
all the alcoholic beverages had something to do with it.
I know this is going to become a thing. Like already, like Dave's like, can I shoot videos? I'm like, Dave, if I see you shooting a video, I'm going to break my stick over your phone. You're not to shoot videos.
No, Dave, get that video.
But I know it's going to become a content thing. So I'm driven by not being humiliated in the content.
Yeah,
That's
you don't want
inevitably
that
going to
7-1,
resurface.
Although
But-
you just did talk about it on this
I think you got to
podcast,
shoot everything.
right?
Because, by the way, did you see Cristiano Ronaldo? Did you see that?
what did he do? Yeah, he slapped that phone out of that kid's hand.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? The guy makes like literally $150 million a fucking
Do you
year
think
to
there's
play
more to that
football.
story?
Wait, what happened?
So you know who Cristiano Ronaldo is?
Yeah, by the way, he's a friend of ours, right? He was great. He came.
He's a friend of ours, friend of mine, friend of yours, friend of
Didn't he
whose?
come onto the set on Entourage?
No,
No, that was
Thierry
Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
That was Thierry
sorry.
Henry.
Thierry Henry would not do what this guy did.
Well, Cristiano Ronaldo, who is,
The
by the way,
biggest.
devastatingly handsome, and he is like one of the greatest, right? Maybe ever. He's up there.
He's
him
up
and
there for
Messi.
sure.
He's walking off, and he's hurt, so he's like kind of like limping off, and his teammate is helping. And as it turns out, and again, I don't know, this is just kind of what I saw. He slapped the phone out of the kid's hand, and apparently the kid was autistic.
Yeah. And then stomped.
okay.
Then stomped on the phone.
Did he
also,
stomp
but-
on the phone?
Yeah, he stomped on the
Jesus
phone.
Christ.
Well, he got injured. He was
He was
injured.
injured.
he just got
and he was
injured, so
walking off.
maybe he was a little upset about
Obviously,
that.
He didn't
but-
know. Maybe
yeah.
I mean I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
You
want
know
to
what?
defend.
I'm not giving him a pass. It's you know what? It's like
Inexcusable.
It's enough of this shit. You're a famous. I just been thinking about the world and the people who like. There's a world where I'm not being too but. There's a world. You like a Ukrainian superstar or a Syrian superstar, and you never get to play freaking soccer because they blow you up. if you get to play fucking football for $100 million a year,
150.
you know, and you get
Whatever it
to,
is.
and by the way, you get to be that good looking.
Oh God, yeah,
Like-
he was touched by the hands of God himself.
like short of the
Yeah, I
kid-
know what it's like.
But short of the kid like putting his hands on him or saying something abusive to him.
It did seem weird and out of place. I don't know.
And the kid, I saw the kid's hands bruised
Really?
and stuff.
Really?
According to his mother. I mean,
Wow.
you know, we'll see. Obviously, everyone's going to
Scotty's hand is bruised.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
yeah.
who-
Maybe
could
that
have
happened to
been-
you,
that could have been
Scotty.
Scotty's
I mean,
hand.
Scotty and Connolly were probably so hammered at this practice they don't even remember it. So
Scotty and I thought we were going to sweat out a Johnny Green on the rink. It was pretty rough.
I don't think it's a good idea to drink and play hockey. I don't know.
No,
Maybe
we
that's
were
me.
What do you mean,
practicing.
drank a full bottle of Johnny Green?
No,
is
we
what
had,
you're
we had a
saying?
little tiny sip of Johnny Green that we had to sweat out. By the way, it was still 95 degrees. Stock Tip Dave had to drive us to hockey practice. Last thing, Doug, I noticed that something else that you're doing on your Instagram, and I'm curious. Are you doing a writer's room segment on your Instagram?
I mean,
Is this like your version of KFC's 1 Minute Man?
no, I'm not competing with KFC.
No, of course- no, I'm not saying you're competing with them, but is that
no?
kind of the vibe?
I was just talking about the behind the scenes of what I'm doing. Yesterday, I was supposed to be because I'm working on the the going forward document, what the season 1 is going to be.
What's episode 2?
Yeah, and I'll
start.
maybe start writing a second script. People are coming in. Who comes into Wet Jeans?
Billy Marty.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
it's
Billy.
I was about to say,
Billy Marty. That's my partner
my
in
good
crime
buddy.
right there.
By the way, I couldn't really see Billy, but I saw a big guy said you could use this guy in your hockey team. practice.
Exactly.
He looks
Billy
like he'll do
Marty,
some damage.
He's the
Marty-
bad influence that told you not to go.
Billy
down
Marty's
to
like,
give out the
Wait,
trophy.
You want to
actually,
go down to the paddock
Can we
and smell
get
dog
can we
shit?
get Billy on the mic here? Let's get Billy on the mic.
You're a grown
Billy, get
man,
in there.
almost.
Yeah. Go in there.
We'll
We're
ask you a
gonna-
question. But anyway, real quick to your question. I'm just trying to give a little behind the scenes, which, again, download the Ramble On podcast, spread the word, give a nice review. Don't call me an internet bully like some jerk off did. But anyway, we're
Hold on a second. We got Billy Marty. Is it
Billy,
on?
are you there?
I'm here, man.
Listen to that voice. God, he's got a voice.
Yeah, you do have a radio voice. And
Oh,
Billy
yeah.
Marty was in a little.
As Mr. Dillon once told me, I have a great face for radio.
Yes, I did tell you that.
Billy Marty was in the short film that Kevin Connolly and Kevin
Yes.
Dillon and I did, which was it the Johnny Walker or the
Walker.
Cow?
He was-
Johnny Walker.
He was Dylan's makeup artist.
Yes.
Johnny Driver's makeup
So we can put
Dude.
that on. Here's my question for Billy Marty, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
We have been not making fun because we just look. We know Kevin Connolly has some issues, but
Right.
we
Oh, yeah.
went to the track to get to the trophy ceremony, and Connolly had a $2 potato au gratin that he refused to get up from to go down there. What did you see, Billy?
Billy, did we
I
think
saw a
that?
man that wanted nothing to do with that.
exactly.
did
He
we
thought if he'd go down to the paddocks, he'd be looking like a lost caddy or jockey.
Billy, did we
Get
not-
this guy on a horse
did
right
we-
now.
Did we? Come on, Billy, back me up. I didn't think I was missing the trophy ceremony. I thought those guys were going down to the
in all
fucking
fair
stables.
justice, Kevin, you asked me maybe 4 times, did I do the right thing? Did I do the right thing? I'm just like, what should we bet on?
And we did win. By
I
the way.
think, Billy, you told me you're a grown man. You can do whatever you want. Such a bad influence.
I just, Billy.
I wouldn't have skipped this trophy ceremony. I thought you guys were going down to smell horse shit in the stables. If I'm,
I'm telling
In
you.
all fair justice, though, you did feel bad about it.
you. Once I looked up and
that's
saw
good
them in
that
the
you
winners.
felt
Yeah,
bad.
so he's not a complete narcissist.
But I thought I saw a picture on Instagram with you guys together.
There you go.
I didn't know you jumped into a costume.
That actually that was not Kevin. That was actually the jockey.
What?
And by the way,
Who
Billy,
Doug thinks he has a bad attitude.
let me tell you right now, if we brought Connolly down, Connolly hadn't really had a drink yet. I wish he did, because then he would have come down with it. But if Connolly had a drink and Connolly got the attitude that I got from that
so
jockey,
full of shit.
they would have been rolling around in horse shit.
You're
I'm
crazy.
telling you right
Connolly
now.
would have been throwing that jockey around.
You're the one with the
It
bad
would have been like
attitude.
Seth Green and Connolly going at it. It would have been awesome.
Seth Green and I landed on the breakaway table that didn't break. That's a true story. Well, we'll talk about that when we get to the episode. But me and Seth Green and Bow Wow, about a combined 300 pounds between the both of us. And we
Three
get
of us.
into like a three-way fight, and we land on a breakaway table. And for people at home that don't know what that is, it's they basically saw the legs off. So the minute you land on it, the table breaks. And the 3 of us rolled off a breakaway table that didn't break.
Connolly tried to take it home. He's like, this is the most stable table I've seen in a long time.
Pipsqueaks.
At the end of the take, I was like, you may want to saw another half-inch into those legs.
That's awesome. Well, I think you missed something special. with the
Guys, I would
ceremony.
have, come on, all
But-
jokes aside, if I would have known that we were there for that, I would have been there. I just didn't realize that Billy and I were on a roll.
How much did you win with this roll? I mean, what?
I won when you guys were down there. I won $350 when you guys were down there taking pictures with my jockey.
You know, we got to split that 3
No.
ways, right? I mean, we all went together.
Yeah, I
So
mean, we
all
got to give out the trophy. You got credit for that.
I'm still trying to figure out what I had. The $100 on that. It was a 70 to 1.
What it would have paid?
That was
Oh,
terrible.
my God.
No, the 71 would have paid 7,000
70 to
or
1.
7.
I had $40 on that
7,000.
horse.
70 to 1 horse came in.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
We should have. How could we not bet that just for fun?
The other thing, so we get we get these bands from Don Johnson. One is the yellow band, all access, and the purple one is the drink band.
Yeah.
I walk up, the bartender's like, nah, you know those. You need tickets. Those that band doesn't matter. I'm like, okay, well, I get stuck with the first round of drinks for like $60 or whatever.
Yeah.
I turn around, she's like, you know what? I'm sorry, my bad. That does work.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
Give me my money
give
back.
give me a $60 voucher. I'll put it on that 70 to 1 horse.
Could have bought that hat. I
Could've
bought for
bought that
Sarah for
hat.
$150. Yeah, well, I had a great time anyway, despite that. Although, the one thing I do want to say, big mistake I made. It was weird, too, that you let me do that. I didn't understand. Connolly's like, oh, you want to drive? Connolly's such a control freak. He normally drives. What I didn't take into account, he's going to drink, and now I'm his designated driver.
he went
and
to
I'm like,
bevies.
you think I
You thought he was doing him a favor.
I thought, you know what? I thought he was trying to be like a friend. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
I was
oh.
like, you know what? We should carpool.
Yeah,
Let's
and
all
I'll-
drive
we'll have
down
a
there
good time.
together. We'll bond. We'll talk.
And you know me, the trophy ceremony was over.
Yep.
My lunch was done. Where do you think I was going? I was going home.
I have
This guy's hammered. He's like, we're staying to all the races.
There was one. We left one race early. We couldn't stay for the
I got home
12th
at 8
race.
o'clock. I left my house at 10 a.m. I got home at 8 o'clock.
you really?
There was something
Yeah.
you guys missed, which was the infield had a concert going on over there. They had
And that was it.
Petty Cash, this band. They played Tom Petty and Johnny Cash.
you guys stay?
And it was awesome. Yeah, we went across. We had a great time. And
So
on
you
the
guys.
infield.
So Billy, you did go to the
little tunnel.
paddocks.
No, he didn't go.
no,
I went with
do that.
Amy. I went with me and Amy.
But I can
So what
relate
time
to-
did you get home?
I got home. I don't know. Pretty
By
reasonable.
the way, Dylan looks great in that blue sweatshirt today.
does.
That's a
It
good
makes
shirt
my
for you.
eyes
Really
pop.
makes your
It's comfortable. You just you look.
It was freezing today. I needed something thick.
It's bizarre. I don't know how I want to play pickleball, professional level pickleball, by the way.
Yeah, about as well as Scotty and I played hockey the other night.
No. Trust me. What I do on a pickleball court is not looking like that. I don't know about Scotty, but
By the way,
it's not
also
looking like
too,
your
I
hockey game.
didn't exactly get a rave review on my hockey performance from Scotty, did I?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah,
The guy's a
yeah,
tough
yeah,
critic.
He
not
said,
near-
What was better? What was better, Ramble on Pilot or Connolly's hockey?
His
nearly-
exact words were, he's not bad. He's
not-
better than I thought he was
he's
going
not
to be.
nearly as bad as I thought he was going
I
to
thought he was going to suck.
Unbelievable.
It's very,
Unbelievable.
very, very funny stuff. So, well,
All right, we're going to end this with a victory. Don't forget.
yeah,
Okay.
but we
Yeah.
need that. We need a picture of the horse, and I also need to. I
Yes.
need to know. Don
I
Johnson.
want
actually
ramble
told me.
on. I want a ramble on horse.
I don't want to get. I know everybody was. I'm a big animal guy, and Don Johnson said they actually, which I hated at all, but there's like they can't whip the horse anymore 4
Yeah.
times. Now I was always told as a
that
kid
true?
that
Yeah.
it didn't hurt the horse, and I guess I was dumb enough to think that maybe it did, but I don't like the
mean,
whipping. And
Yeah, it's a little,
That's
they
a
gotta-
smack. I'll
they
give
got
you a
big
little
glutes.
smack on the ass, Doug. I'll grab one of those whips out and smack you on the ass.
Oh,
Get you out of
yeah.
here.
We'll
Get
I
do
you
just
that
out
got to
of
for
get
the next
over
show.
that, but I do. Because there's a chance I'll be that guy. Like we buy Ramble on, I'll be the guy like sneaking him out the back and taking him home.
You're going to set Ramble on free?
I don't want him to hurt fucking Ramble on. I will get very upset.
Nobody's going to hurt Ramble on, bro.
I would like to get a horse though. I mean, I actually I thought we were going to surprise Dillon. I said we should bring him to the studio. It would have been awesome.
Yeah, that'd be
Well,
awesome.
that'd be great.
Let's
You're
get
like king.
let's get a giant shitting horse in the studio. Great idea.
We got Stock Tip who shits all the time in the studio, so why not? You know. All right. Well, are we good? I got to
That's
go to
it.
this
We're
meeting
good.
and then.
No,
pick
no,
the
I
horse.
got to go. I got a lot of important things going on. Sorry, it's me that's got to really go.
All right. That
All right,
wraps
guys.
up another episode of this weird seat structure, Victory the Podcast. I'm Doug Ellin.
Kevin Connolly.
Kevin Dillon, victory!
Download Ramble on now.
Jesus.